Well, good day everyone. Multi-Apples here bringing you another video, and today I'm streaming on Twitch and I'm playing some Madden NFL '09. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be starting the career mode, by the way. Bear with me. And Madden NFL '09 is what I meant to say. Simulate the workouts. Alright. Let's go and start the interview. Alright. Alright, we got the interview out of the way. IQ test. Oh boy. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to guess here. I don't have enough time. So wait. 9, 11. Hold on. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, I know what I was doing wrong. I was 9 plus 9 plus 7 equals 16. So yeah, I was I was doing my math incorrect on that one. Wait. I have enough time, just gonna guess. 9. Ah, 70% ain't bad. It's better than I expected. So yeah. On the math question, it's like 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. I for some reason, when I was adding 1 and 3, I got it wrong. I got 5 instead of 4, so I was able to correct myself. So, I'm not very good at math, as you can tell. Alright. Yeah, math was not my strong suit growing up when I was a kid, so. So. Even now, I'm not the best at mathematics. Alright, this is fun. Alright. Actually, can we run? Ah, shoot, no gain right there. Alright. That's going to be a huge gain. What do you mean sack? I thought we could run. Quarterbacks are allowed to run, so why can't I run there? Oh well. Alright, let's stick with the NFL draft and start that event. Boy, yeah. Sorry for showing any offensive team names and logos, by the way, and sorry about who I got drafted by. Just go ahead and simulate the preseason. Alright, let's begin the regular season. Shoot, I did not mean to do that. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot, I was intercepted there. And then I was sacked. Let's just quit. Practice. Alright, let's simulate. And no, shoot. I did not mean to simulate that game. But we actually played and we had apparently 14 rushing yards. No, 11 rushing yards. And 191 passing yards. Oh man, we can't request a trade. Just delete all. I'm gonna change teams as soon as I can. But yeah, there's not much I can do now, so. Yeah, let's go ahead and play against the Oakland Raiders. Should be an easy win. I mean, the only offense we don't play on defense unless I throw an interception, and that means that we're on defense on that play. But yeah, otherwise we wouldn't be playing defense. And the only good player that I know of off the top of my head from the 2008 Oakland Raiders squad on offense is Darren McFadden. I have to look at their rosters, see. I don't remember exactly who was on their roster. So defense is where I need to their defense is where I need to worry about. And of course, my offensive line decided that they're going to take the day off. At least we have Tony Gonzalez on our team. That's about it, really. And that's an incomplete pass. I know Shane Lechler, who's a pretty decent punter when he played in the NFL. Okay, that really wasn't my fault, though, that they got back to the line. We have Larry Johnson as well. Very talented running back. Ah, dang it. It's a bad pass. Remember when I was a kid, like as a teenager, and I used to play Madden a lot. Madden was like the first, maybe not the first, but it was one of the first sports games I ever got on the PS2. And actually, Madden NFL 9 was one of the first games I got on the Wii. I'm playing Madden NFL 09 on the Xbox 360 now. So I no longer have it on the Wii, but I still own the same Wii. Actually had some of the older Maddens on the PS2, although I later sold the game in the PS2, but I got a PS2 for Christmas a couple of years ago. So I'm really happy I got a PS2, and I'm really happy I kept my Wii. I actually regret giving away the PS2, but the one good side is the memory card for the PS2 I have now actually works, because for some reason the PS2 I had, hardly anything, well, I say hardly anything, but some games would save and some games wouldn't save whenever I played on them. But now any game I play would act on the PS2. Any PS2 game saves, so which I'm really happy about. Although the Xbox, I prefer the Xbox consoles now. I mean, just because they have the achievement system. I know the PS2 has the trophy system, but I prefer the achievement system. So, and like if the game is on the PS2 and Xbox 360 or Xbox One, I would actually prefer to get on the Xbox 360 or Xbox One. But I know the PlayStation has some PS2. The PlayStation has some exclusive games that you can't get on any other console, and the only reason I get the PlayStation 3 or 4 or 5 at any point is there. I vaguely remember a brawling game. Can't remember what it's called, and shoot, we threw an interception. And then it is the older MLB The Show games. Because starting with MLB The Show 21 and onward, they were released on the Xbox 360. So, the Xbox One, Xbox One and Series S. So anything old, any MLB The Show older than MLB The Show, any MLB The Show that came out before MLB The Show 21, I'd like to get on the PlayStation. So yeah, and then oh gosh, now I can't remember. There's a racing game that's exclusive on the. I think it's the Gran Turismo racing game. I think. But that's not on the any of the Xbox consoles, and I would love to get that. We're not going to get a first down, unfortunately. And that's okay. I used to play Madden NFL a lot as a kid. I mean, I still do. But nowhere near as much as I used to. As a teenager, I remember maybe up until my junior, for maybe when I was in the 6th grade, till up about maybe my junior year of high school, I would actually just come home and either play. Okay, maybe junior year would be an exception. Maybe from 2007 to 2010, when I was maybe in the 6th grade to I'd say 9th grade, I would actually come home every day and I'd either play RuneScape or Madden. Those were the 2 main games I played. And then starting around my junior year of high school, which would be about 2011, I would really get into NBA 2K11 at the time, or NBA 2K10, or whatever it was. The NBA 2K12 was the first one I really got into, which was I released, I think, in my junior or senior year of high school, and that's when I really got into NBA 2K. So into NBA Live as well, and MLB The Show on the PlayStation 2 as well. It's just a shame they really don't make EA Sports doesn't make the NBA Live games anymore, because those weren't as fun as the NBA 2K in my opinion, but they were pretty good. I think the one thing NBA Live lacked was really good career mode as a player. Like, this is the one thing I noticed, that when you 2K used to make good career, like the franchise mode, like the association mode. That used to be really good, but then they changed it to My League, and it's not as good now as it was. But EA Sports really knows how to make really good dynasty or franchise modes, whereas I felt like 2K improved. One thing I noticed is that EA got worse at their career modes, where you just play as one player. They got worse at that, but they got better at the franchise or dynasty modes. Whereas 2K got worse at the franchise modes, but they got better at the career modes. I should have passed. I didn't realize it was 4th down. But I'm glad the college football series is back. That was another game I used to love playing a lot as a kid. Play Madden a lot, and the NCAA basketball and NCAA football games a lot as well. Ah, shoot. At least we made the field goal. I want EA Sports to bring back the NCAA baseball series. That was always a fun game to play on the PS2. I mean, it still is. I have that on the PS2 now, but with the kind of Elgato I have, I can't actually record PS2 games. 3rd and inches. Alright, we got a 1st down. That's pretty good if you ask me. So I want them to bring EA Sports to bring back the NCAA baseball, but I also want them to bring back the NCAA basketball series as well. Those are 2 sports games I like to see EA make. And I know the Arena Football League is back, and I'd like EA Sports to make a deal with them and bring back the new iteration of the Arena Football on, so we can have an Arena Football video game. And then for 2K Sports, they used to make some sports games I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the NHL 2K games. I really enjoyed those. I have NHL 2K7 on for the Xbox 360, and we had no blocking there, so that's not my fault. So I really wish that the NBA 2K, not NBA 2K, because I'm glad it exists and they're releasing new games, but So and also really quick before I get back to 2K, I'd really like to see the NBA Live series come back, so we can have more competition in NBA games. Now for 2K, I'd really like them to bring back the NHL 2K series and the Major League Baseball 2K series as well. Because I'll admit, I preferred the MLB The Show series over the 2K series. But I really would have liked, just to give a little competition to MLB The Show, I'd like to see the 2K series come back. But one thing I hate is that Sony took away the rivalry mode in MLB The Show. I loved playing the rivalry mode, even more so than Road to the Show. I never really played the NFL 2K series, but I heard that they were making a game. I'm not sure if 2K Sports is still doing that, but I'd love for them to make another NFL 2K. I'm not sure they can though, due to licensing, due to EA having like an exclusive licensing agreement with the NFL. So it's a 2-minute warning. So yeah, the NBA Live series, the MLB 2K, NHL 2K, and NCAA baseball and NCAA basketball games, I would really love to see come back. Run, albeit not a first down. It's only 1 yard, but I'd still rather take 1 yard as opposed to no yards or tackle for loss. This will be a win for us. 17-3. Yes, I would like to exit the game. I don't really want the Fight Night series to return as well. I loved playing the Fight Night games. Alright, let's take a look at my stats now. Can we request a trade? Oh, sweet, we got traded to the Browns. That's good. I wish I had known that we could have actually done a trade before. Let's go ahead and play against the Ravens. So yeah, trying to think of what other sports games I used to play as a kid or as a teenager. That's it, because all the other ones, they still keep making, like, NCAA football came back this year. NBA Live, unfortunately, is no longer being made. Same with NHL and MLB 2K. But yeah, the Tiger Woods series, so... I I can understand why they don't make a Tiger Woods game on a year, or like maybe not a Tiger Woods game, for lack of a better word, but the PGA Tour I can understand, but I'd like to see like a PG golf game being made every couple of years. I can understand why they don't make it every year. I remember Winslow and Edwards and Stallworth. So Cross Week Flood is the play we're gonna. Ah, shoot. That's a bad pass. Awesome. We completed our first pass as a Cleveland Browns player. Yeah, for those of you that are football fans, specifically NFL fans, what are your predictions for the 2024 season? Who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Oh, that was not intercepted, thankfully. I am hoping for the Saints, although I know that is not really a real chance they're gonna win. I think the Saints I think we're gonna make the playoffs, but I don't think we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I think Cleveland will make the playoffs, but maybe like lose in the first or second round. I think Kansas City will win though. I think Kansas City will be like the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls ever. No team has ever won 3 straight Super Bowls. I know there have been teams that have won 2 straight. I can think of off the top of my head, the Packers, the Patriots, and Kansas City did. Kansas City was the most recent team to do it. I want to say Dallas and Pittsburgh have, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. First and 10. See if we can run a hurry up. Ah, incomplete. I wonder what it was like to. I wonder what it's like to play in the NFL. On one hand, it would be very cool to earn millions of dollars to play football. On the other hand, with the amount of brain damage they get, I am kind of glad that I am terrible at football. I actually played it as a kid. I mean, not, I won't say a kid, but more as a teenager. Had no chance of running that in, even though I wanted to. Ah, shoot. We were sacked. I tried running that in, though, but my guy isn't that fast. Remember, I played 1 year of middle school and 1 year of junior varsity and 1 year of varsity or high school football. So it's like varsity and junior varsity are at the same time, though. So I in high school I was actually I played one game, one possession as a kickoff returner or blocker, actually kickoff blocker for the return team, and I primarily played as left tackle and defensive tackle. And in middle school and junior varsity, I was left tackle and defensive tackle as well. Nearly a safety there. But we have a 10-0 lead right now. That's pretty good. Let's run. I'm gonna check out my stats after this game. That's gonna be incomplete. Have we completed a pass to Braylon Edwards? Yes, we have actually 2 passes to him. Halfback toss strong. Ooh, that was a nice tackle. And a nice dodge by the running back, Lewis. I think it was Lewis. Yeah, it was Lewis. Sweet. We got it to Vickers, who has a touchdown. It's pretty dope. The fullback got a touchdown. I don't see that too often anymore. Fullbacks are underrated, in my opinion. I feel like fullbacks and punters are 2 underrated positions. In football, in American football. Because, I mean, they're useful for running in short yardage situation. Fullbacks are. They're useful for running in short yardage situation, or maybe short passing along with the running back or the halfback. Actually, it's the proper term, the halfback. And they're very good at block. They can block as well when you need to run it with the runner. So I feel they're underappreciated in football. And I think punters are underappreciated as well because they can really be useful for when you have to punt the ball away to the other team to determine the position where the other team actually starts. You just turned it over, unfortunately. But where the other team starts their position, it can be really useful. And of course, I love watching the trick plays involving the punters. Honestly, if I were to play professional football, professional American football, I'd probably want to be a punter. Just because they get hit the least, and yeah, of all the positions, they probably are involved the least physicality, and yeah. Granted, that's probably the hardest position to make, though. If I'm being honest, in the NFL or at any level on any team, in any league, just because they're not played as much, they're not really used as much, and they don't really get injured. Then again, with the amount of brain damage and CTE football players get, why even bother playing? Sure, if I were to be a professional athlete, I'd love to be like a baseball player or soccer player. First down. Now, soccer players can get brain damage if they like head the ball a lot, so. And we passed it to Wright, who fumbled it. And Ngata got it, so for the Ravens. We are up by 17 now, which is going to be a shutout, it looks like. Second and 10, no gain on that play. Well, Lewis got 1 yard on that, even though it technically wasn't 1 yard, but okay. Because you can't gain a yard going from the 5-yard line to the 5-yard line. But then again, EA has never been really good at math. Just as bad at math as I am. Vickers with the catch again. But if it counts as a yard for us, I'm complaining. And like if it shows up as a stats, the stats is a yard, I ain't complaining. Got it to Lewis again. Picked up a few yards there, 7. We should, unless we score or fumble, we should actually maintain possession through the end of the quarter. One yard, not bad, not bad. Let's. I said we through the remainder of the quarter, but I don't think they have enough time to get the play off anyway, so maybe they did, so maybe I was wrong. Halfback toss there. This game came out in 2008, actually. "16 years ago, wow." Oh! Yeah, he dropped it. He should have had the pass intercepted. I should not have thrown it there, but I got lucky. We do not get the first down, but that's fine by me. We're up by 20-7, so it's not going to be a shutout, unfortunately. Do I really want to run here? Thankfully, it wasn't a safety, because I do not like running on the 1 yard when we're on our own 1 yard line. I get why they do it to an extent, but you're taking a huge risk when you're running this close. It's, in my opinion, you're asking to get a safety, whereas if you like pass, especially in the shotgun formation, you have a little more space and time to get off, to get the ball off and actually on the field, so. Still 20-7. As long as chances are we're going to win, actually. We're not going to lose. I don't really need to run a play here. Well, let's do it just for fun. Yeah, now I definitely don't need to run another play. We have the win. We won by 13 now. Because Baltimore has Terrell Suggs and Ray Lewis on their squad. Both players you do not want to meet on a football field. Especially if you're an offensive player. All right. Let's decline. Let's take a look at the player info career stats. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot we had Brady Quinn on our team. And Derek Anderson. So 615 yards. We have 5 touchdowns compared to 3 interceptions. Our longest pass. Oh, they're not going to show, so I guess they don't really care about showing that. Oh, we were picked in the 3rd round. Wow. Okay, so passing yards wise, we have 71 rushing yards. We averaged 3.1 per game, and our longest run was 12 yards. We actually got it last game. So oh, okay, so career stats, they do actually show it. Sweet. Let's go ahead and play against the Bengals now. I'll do admit, as a Saints fan, I think the Bengals have the coolest looking jerseys in the NFL. The Bengals and the Ravens do, I think. The Browns, I think, have the ugliest uniform. Like, for me personally, as a jersey color, brown rarely works. It rarely works. But then again, I'm not into fashion, so. Let's choose heads. So hopefully, let's actually kick. I always want to receive the ball in the second half. So brown, as a jersey color, can actually work, in my opinion. But it rarely goes with the right color, in my opinion. But I know nothing about fashion. I just know nothing about fashion. And I know blue is my favorite color. I know white rarely works. I get why they go with white as a jersey color, but it rarely works as well. Well, the black jerseys can look good with certain colors, like orange. Like the Bengals uniform, their uniform looks good. I don't know. It's just like the only team I can think of that plays with a brown uniform are the Cleveland Browns, and orange and brown do not look good together in my opinion. That's about it, really. All right. So first down. Although I must admit, if I know they can't, but if the Cleveland Browns were to like make their uniform, their brown and orange uniform look like the Bengals, it would look pretty cool in my opinion. It would look pretty cool. That would work. I guess it's just the way it works, the way it goes with each color. Cause like the way if you look at the Browns brown uniform by themselves, no, it just the orange helmets don't look good in my opinion. But it feels like the striped version where like like the Bengals would. That would look pretty cool in my opinion. I don't know. Are there any like sports teams that besides the Cleveland Browns that go with brown as their uniform? Oh, we failed to get the first. I really want to get a rushing touchdown. It's like the second time we've been in the red zone, and I could have gotten a rushing touchdown, but didn't. Like it doesn't matter the sport. Like it doesn't have to be American football. Are there any teams that use brown as a jersey color, like their standard jersey color, besides the Cleveland Browns? Alright, we're gonna run curls. He's wide open. So that's good. And I'm not talking about like a special edition jersey. I'm talking about like as their regular home jersey, like the Cleveland Browns do. By the way. Are you kidding? I thought it was a face mask. So it's 1st and 20 now. That is not good. Oh yeah, 2008. That was the year after the New England Patriots went 17-0 and lost in the Super Bowl. I actually remember. I don't remember a whole lot. Like I remember both games, both the regular and Super Bowl game against the Giants, the regular season, and I remember watching those games and just being completely shocked that the Patriots lost in the Super Bowl. Because at the time I was a New England Patriots fan. And that was the only time, or it was 16-0 actually in the regular season, not 17-0. No team's gone 17-0 since the schedule expanded to 17 games. So, but when the league schedule was at 16 games, they were the only team to go 16-0 in the regular season. Now, if you include the playoffs, they were at one point 17-0, and then they won the AFC Championship 8-0. They lost the Super Bowl, so they could have actually finished the season undefeated, but it was, in my opinion, the greatest upset in Super Bowl history. That's going to be a passing touchdown. Maybe next time we can get a rushing touchdown if in the end zone. It's going to be unlikely, but actually no team has finished the season undefeated since the New England Patriots did, at least at the end of the regular season, the 2007 season, because this takes place in the 2008 season. Because I remember this season, this was the year Tom Brady got injured in the first game of the year. It was out for the rest of the season. This is going to be my new longest run, unless there's a penalty. No penalty. And Matt Cassell had his coming out party in the NFL. Had a good year. This was also the year the Lions went 18-0. They went 0-18. They lost every game of the season. Sorry, Lions fans. The one good thing is they got Matthew Stafford in the 2009 draft. It's a shame that it's really, despite having arguably two of the greatest offensive players ever in Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson, they never really had playoff success, let alone winning a Super Bowl. In fact, I think they may have only won 2 playoff games in his entire tenure there. So it really sucks that in Matthew Stafford's entire tenure. So it really, really sucks that you know it took Matthew Stafford getting to the LA Rams to win a Super Bowl. And that Calvin Johnson never won a Super Bowl either. He played his entire career and is in the Hall of Fame and never really played in the playoffs. So that sucks. I don't know how Detroit did it, but they wasted they wasted the majority of one future Hall of Fame quarterback's career, and they wasted an entire Hall of Fame wide receiver's career as well. Just to do that is mind-boggling. You have 2 talented players, and you think, because I know it takes more than 2 players to win to win a Super Bowl, but you'd think they would actually build an entire team around and work to their strengths on offense, but granted, I know Matthew Stafford, for his career, at least in his first couple of years, had to deal with Brett Favre in Green Bay and then Minnesota. And then he had to deal with, in the NFC North. And then he had to deal with Aaron Rodgers the rest of his time. So dang it, we lost the yard there. This is probably going to be my final game of the stream, by the way. I'm going to hop off after this. Although Detroit isn't the only team to go finish 0-16 and lose every game in a 16-game schedule, Cleveland did that as well. Speaking of wasting talent, how their lone bright spot for a long time in their franchise was left tackle Joe Thomas. Like, he is a Hall of Fame player, and the fact that he, again, you have one talented player and you can't do much with him. You can't build around the player is just mind-blowing to me. But now the NFL expanded to a 17-game schedule. Granted, it hasn't been around for very long. No team has gone 17-0 in the regular season, and no team has gone 0-17 in the regular season. Alright, I'm sweating and I have some sweat on my glasses. So I think a lot of really has to, like, in order for a team to actually do well and win the Super Bowl, a lot of it actually has to do with luck. With the amount of injuries and the potential for a serious injury in American football. You have to have a good team, but you also have to be a bit lucky as well to win just one Super Bowl in your career. Because you have to be a good player in the NFL just to make a team. 2, you have to be lucky to be on a team that wins the Super Bowl. Okay, in my defense, they weren't blocking there. And then you have to have all your star players just stay healthy enough in the season to actually going to run to win the Super Bowl. So I mean, I can, because you have Matthew Stafford spent the majority of his career on a lousy team. Calvin Johnson only had one good player with him in Detroit that I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, that wasn't my fault either. I can't I can't get the ball off if I'm supposed to fake a handoff if the guy tackles me before I fake the handoff. Joe Thomas, oh man, it seemed like they, oh shoot, that's on me. That one is my fault. Joe Thomas played on a lousy team as well. But it seemed like for a long time Cleveland needed a good quarterback, and just for some reason, I don't know why, but just Baker Mayfield was their best quarterback. And he just didn't work out in Cleveland. Now they have Deshaun Watson, because I know they had Odell Beckham Jr. as a talented wide receiver, but he wasn't really known for his tenure in Cleveland, though. You could argue that he really rose to prominence with the New York Giants. At least we were finally able to get the pass off inbounds to our receiver. And I don't know, it's just like for some reason, when the Browns need a good quarterback, but they just need a ton of they just lack a ton of missing pieces to have a team to win their first Super Bowl. That's going to be intercepted. Nope. Thankfully it wasn't. And just when they have a good quarterback, just for some reason it never really works out. Because, you had Johnny Manziel, who was good at the game of football, but never really took it kind of seriously. And he had some personal issues as well. Kind of mixed in with that. So maybe he didn't take it as seriously because he just was struggling with personal issues. So I'm not going to judge him on that. And then he had Baker Mayfield, which I don't know why. Browns fans can educate me on why Baker Mayfield didn't work out. But it's like Johnny Manziel was a talented player, but I know he unfortunately had a lot of issues that he had to work out, and it's a shame that he couldn't work on them and get his career back on track. So, but I hope he's doing better though. I really do. I hope he got his personal issues together. Alright. Yeah, we can run. This may be our last chance for this game to get a rushing touchdown, which we did. Bear with me. So the game is over. I'm gonna hop off, y'all. And thank you for watching, and see you next time.